Hey everybody, welcome back to Jimmy is Promo, and today we're going to talk about Samsung Free. We're going to say bye-bye and say hello to Samsung News. Now, if you remember, I believe this used to be called either Bixby Home or something like that, and it switched over into Samsung Free, and now Samsung Free will be moving over into Samsung News. Now, I normally have mine set up on Google Discover, so this way if I ever just swipe on over, it's basically as if I opened up the normal Google information from, basically the Google search bar or the Google application. Now, I just recently, basically yesterday, switched over to Samsung Free just to take a look at it, and then I found out inside of the notices that starting today, in terms of shooting this video, which today is April 18th, it is now going to be switching over into Samsung News, and some changes are happening inside of the whole watch and play scenario. And pretty much they will combine the read and listen tab experiences. So it's going to kind of maybe move over a little bit closer to what Apple News is. So pretty much what's happening here is, let's just read it. We're excited to share a brand new experience in order to help you discover various types of news on your phone. Samsung News. Samsung News will combine the read and listen tab experiences from Samsung Free with an increased focus on news content that you can find new ways to interact with news on your phone. Basically, it's kind of a way to kind of curate your own news so you can kind of see what you want to see. And so right here, you can meet Samsung News if you update Samsung Free app version after 6.0.1. And we'll update the app from the 18th of April. And so unfortunately, though, the watch and the play tab will no longer be available in Samsung News. But if you want to continue using these experiences, please visit the Galaxy Store where you can find Samsung TV Plus and Game Launcher instead. And if you want to download those links, they place the links right there. It's pretty nice of them to put it in that spot. Now, at the beginning of the video, this was kind of bothering me on what it used to actually be called. On the top right-hand side, you go inside the notices. This is where you can read about, Samsung News is coming. But here, way back in 2020, it was called, the discontinued service of Samsung Daily. So it used to be called Samsung Daily, went to Samsung Free, and now Samsung News. Now, if you want to read where I learned all of this, and I can place this link below the video inside the description, it's from Samsung Newsroom US. You'll be able to read every single thing. First off, it is launching in beta. Samsung News will be rolled out to the US Samsung Galaxy users as an update to Samsung Free. Users already have the Samsung Free app on their device will see the icon change to Samsung News starting on April 18th. Which is literally the time that I'm shooting this video. Samsung News will initially provide access to news content from a wide range of partners, including Bloomberg Media, CNN, Fortune, News Group, Glamour, GQ, HuffPost, Money, Newsweek, New York Post, and you can go through and read the rest of them if you want to. Basically, then they just kind of talked a little bit about why they kind of updated it, what they're trying to give. There is basically 3 ways of finding your news. So you get the daily briefings, and it's actually delivered twice a day. You get it in the morning and also the evening. You also get the news feed, so users can view a feed of news from Samsung's partners, categorized and organized for easy access. And in the following tab, users can update their preferences. And then podcasts, users can listen to their favorite news and entertainment podcasts directly within the Samsung News application. And this is what it's going to look like. You can see right here, Samsung News, the name change. So that is what it's going to look like here very, very soon. So if you would like to read more on this, I will place this link below the video inside the description. I wanted to share with you where I got this info. On the very top, it's going to be some of the stuff like for you. As you scroll on down, you're going to see some of the headlines. And then when you get to this spot here, it's going to go in this little order. So you're going to see stuff from today, and you can see how it kind of stuck to the top, all the different categories. Now here's all the entertainment news. Here's some of the sports news. Here is the tech news. Here's business, lifestyle. So you can see it kind of moving along. You can actually tap on the top if you wanted to go directly to them as well. On the top right-hand side, this is where you go inside of settings. And then this is where you can change some of those. So for the read, here's your language and region. So you can change which language and region you would like to read. Here's the show weather forecast, which was shown on the very top. Manage local news, so you can select up to 3 cities if you want to follow them. Mine's just going to be with Kansas City. Then the news categories. So those categories that we saw today: entertainment, sports, tech. So let's say we wanted to maybe bring the tech up a little bit, maybe bring the entertainment down because entertainment's not as important as sports. Anything of these that you love, you can bring them up as well. Put them in different arrange them in different orders if you would like. Now, next up is the hidden sources. So if you ever read a source, if you're within inside of the whole read menu, there's actually a little tab for more, and you can hide that source. So if there's a particular source that you're not into, you can hide it, or you can just leave it. You can get notifications for breaking news. Here's the watch area, so you can manage the channels, edit the favorite channels. So if there's anything that you favorited, you can take a look at them. Here's where you can manage all of the channels. So there's like 19 channels that's on news and opinion. You have 39 channels on entertainment. When you click it, you can either turn these on or off. So if there's some of these that you don't care about, you'd rather go straight to the entertainment that you want to go to, you can do that. Here's sports. So again, you can fully customize all of that. If you want to do that, you just have to go inside of that Samsung TV Plus application inside of the Galaxy Store. And the rest of these are just kind of, self-explanatory. Autoplay is on. You can have the pop-up player if you want it to kind of pop up. Here's the listening stuff, which will stay there. Play, you just have to go inside of the game launcher to play all of those games that show up. So let me show you what that looks like. So we took a look at the read page, and I showed you the settings. Now here's the watch page. This is basically just Samsung TV Plus. If you wanted to watch some channels, here's some crime movies, what's recommended, and you go on and on. Here's listening. So here's some Samsung podcast. So this will stay here. And then this is literally just game launcher. I don't know why it's even in here. Maybe it's just a way to kind of boost it if people didn't know about game launcher. But yeah, so this was the play. This is just instant plays. It's a way that you can just open up an application and just play. And it even has a little direct link that takes you inside of your game launcher. So now we're inside of the game launcher. Here's my home. Here's my applications, bookmarks. Here's my history. Here's more stuff. There's events. So there's a bunch of stuff going on. I'm literally inside of the game launcher from my Samsung Free. So right here, if you do a little pinch to zoom, this is where you can simply go over here. You can add in pages. You can even turn this page off if you would like. But here's Samsung Free. I'm just going to X this out because starting today is when it's rolling out for Samsung News. So if you would like to take a look to see if you have that update, all you'd have to do is head right over inside of Samsung, go to the Galaxy Store, and then you can take a look over inside and you can search for Samsung News. You can see if there's an update over here, which there isn't. If we go, let's see here, let's go back one more page on the very top. Let's say that we do Samsung News. I've already searched this before. I didn't see it. So if you don't see it, another thing that you can also do is when you go inside of Samsung Free, on the very top right-hand side, go to Settings. On the very bottom, this is probably what I'll do, but on the very bottom, you go to About Samsung Free. And then this is showing me my version. I'm before that 6 version, which means I don't have Samsung News yet. So right now, I'm still stuck on the 55083. Now, if there was an update, it would show it right here, and you can actually just hit on Update from this screen. It makes it very easy to do. So I wanted to shoot this video now, get it uploaded, because maybe by the time this is uploaded, maybe it's being pushed out, maybe you already see it, and maybe you didn't know there's an update because possibly what you have on this screen is Google Discover, and you had no idea that Samsung News is coming out with something that could maybe rival this, could be better. So I'll take a look at it. Maybe I'll review it again once it comes out if there's substantial changes, but it's mostly just going to be read and listen. That's going to be combined, and I'm just going to, see what it kind of looks like with the whole setup. So there you go. That's it. Goodbye, Samsung Free. Hello, Samsung News. Updates should be starting to push out right now as of the recording of this video, but hopefully you guys appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe in the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.